political analyst Liaquat Shahwani from Islamabad, and along with him there is Colonel Shafqat Saeed. Barrister Zahid Saeed, former diplomat from Islamabad, and with him there is Jan Achakzai, leader of the PMLN and political commentator. To all the four gentlemen panelists from Islamabad tonight, I just want to say, whatever you feel, however strong your feelings are, however upset you may be at the fact that you were isolated at the United Nations and even people you were banking on looked the other way and supported India, let us have a reasonable debate tonight. Let us have a reasonable debate. Fact is, Balochistan is now an international issue. You're going to have to deal with it. We're going to talk about this, but let's be reasonable in the debate. Ahmad Musti Khan, journalist and defender of the human rights of the people of Baloch. Outspoken and ever. Joining him, Tariq Fateh, author and columnist, live from Ontario. Seshadri Chari, convener of the Foreign Affairs Cell of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And General G.D. Bakshi, editor of the Indian Military Review. Thank you very much. I'm going to start with a few opening questions to our Pakistani guests. The debate is free-flowing after that, and I repeat tonight, whatever may have happened which has hurt your bogus campaigns on Kashmir, swallow whatever happened. Balochistan is now a global issue. My first question this evening is to Jan Achakzai. The Balochistan issue, Jan Achakzai, has now gone to the United Nations. You can't stop it. We have opened up the front, and across the world, let me tell you today, celebrations have broken out with the Narendra Modi government taking Balochistan to the United Nations. It's a big day. And worst of all, everyone you were expecting to back you on it looked the other way and is backing India. What are you going to do, Mr. Achakzai, now? You're either going...
Thank you very much for having me. The man, Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of India, has raised the alleged issue of Balochistan he is a person who has been also accused of gross human rights violations in his own province in the past. Secondly, by a government of Mr. Modi, who has also been involved in human rights violations in Kashmir. And the third thing is that the pictures related to any Balochistan alleged atrocities also been exposed. Mr. Tariq Fateh himself has tweets which shows that they were Syrian children, not belong to any Balochistan atrocities. So the Indian propaganda is exposed. As far as the UN is concerned, it's the UN human rights body which itself said a couple of days ago in Geneva that it's India that is involved in human rights violations in Kashmir. So now the cattle meets the black meets the cattle. Come on, are you saying that India is a la-la land for the human rights, for the law, are you saying that and also, by the way, people of Balochistan are thankful to Modi for exposing, the fact that the terrorism we have in Balochistan is backed by Modi government, and thank you for making us right. We have been saying all along that what we have seen is that is Indian-backed terrorism, and the guys who are sitting next to you, and they have also elevated their career by seeking asylum from India to America, and they are also milking the name of Balochistan. So Mr. Modi, thank you for proving that these are the raw sponsored campaigns in Balochistan, and the world is not buying it.
Mr. Achakzai, please compose yourself. Compose yourself.
He's composed.
Compose yourself. Shafqat Saeed, compose yourself.
I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it.
Compose yourself.
Choice.
Compose yourself.
Your opinion.
Compose yourself.
You hold on to your opinion. Thank you.
What do you mean composure?
I mean, Shafqat.
I know you don't like it.
I mean, Shafqat Saeed, that nobody listens to Pakistan anywhere in the world. and everyone listens to India.
If the world is India,
Shafkat
if the world is India only.
Shafkat Saeed.
No,
Shafkat
it's not
Saeed,
like that.
Shafkat Saeed, listen to me. Listen to me, please. You see, I know
It
you
is.
come. You know, I know what happens here when I believe me.
You
know
don't
what,
know. The
you
problem
know
is
what
you
happened
don't know.
to the
If
UN
you know,
today.
you would not be talking like this.
I'll tell you what happened.
You would be focusing on the real issue.
I'll tell you
and
what.
the real issue is the fire in your backyard. Please quell that fire.
The issue tonight. One second. Shafkat
Forget
Saeed.
about the fire in your neighborhood.
Shafkat Saeed, 1 minute. Shafkat Saeed, you are our neighborhood, and the fire is certainly in there in your country. So you're right. There's a fire in our backyard.
It is in your backyard.
You're our backyard. Unfortunately, you're our backyard. And there's a fire in your country, so you're right. We have a fire in our backyard. 1 second. Now, let me.
There was no prayer offered in
What did you
Kashmir.
expect?
You know, Modi government has revived
Again,
the
Modi
memories
government,
of
Modi government. You're
fascist
obsessed
rule
with the Modi government.
Eastern Europe, fascist brutality of Eastern Europe,
You see-
of World War II.
You see, Mr. Shafkat Saeed, please listen to this. You see, India is India.
You have no parallel of brutality in occupation forces.
Sir, listen to me now. You know, when India goes to the global stage, there's a difference between India going to the global stage or a country like Pakistan or Papua
I
New
pity
Guinea.
your intelligence, you know.
Sir, 1 minute.
Your wisdom. It's so sorry.
Sir, I'd say this to you with seriousness.
It's pity
Sir.
that you are embarrassing yourself.
Sir, it's
you have
all right.
confirmed that you are behind all the killings. 149 children killed in Peshawar. The blood is on your hand. 70 lawyers killed in
Don't
Quetta.
take
The
out
blood
your
is on your
frustrations
hand.
on the news, sir.
You are behind everything. Modi Saab has accepted this on 15th of August.
Shafkat Saeed once.
Raving.
Once, GD Bakshi, 1 minute. GD Bakshi, once. You see, viewers, please understand what's going on. When India went on the Balochistan issue to the United Nations today, every country backed India. That is the power of
Nobody
India
backs
as
India.
a global
That is the
economic
problem.
and military
You shout.
superpower.
Whenever
Please
you
understand.
start shouting,
We-
that means that
please,
you have no
Shafkat
logic.
Saeed, understand.
You have no truth
There's
in it.
going to be a difference. And what are you
Come
talking
on.
about? What are you talking about? Kashmir, like a broken
You have
record on
brainwashed your
Kashmir.
youth. You have
Can't get
instilled
over
a self-censor
1971
in your
constantly
writers.
going on and on
There
about
is a brute
Kashmir.
force going on in
Balochistan
India,
is an international issue now, and deal with
You are
it.
destroying India.
Deal with it.
You don't need an enemy.
Deal with it. Balochistan is an international issue, so you must learn the lesson for the rest of your life. That
Balochistan is peaceful.
before trying to
Balochistan is
meddle, I'd like to get our Baluch
Balochistan
panelists.
is prospering by leaps
Pakistani
and bounds.
panelists.
And that is the thorn in your heart.
Pakistani panelists, please understand.
Zarbe Azb has cut all your tentacles. You are helpless.
Okay. Now, before trying to...
And that is the reason, that is the desperation of Modi Saab, because of which he has started talking like this.
1 second.
You have broken your cover of denial, of meddling in Balochistan.
Okay.
You are embarrassed. You have confirmed our plea.
What's happening
You have
to my
confirmed our
Pakistani
stand
guests
that you are behind everything that is happening in Balochistan.
Why are they reacting like this? I've had many times, I've had debates with... 1 second, Tariq Fateh. Can I say one thing? Have you noticed one thing? We are 15 minutes into the debate. Our two Pakistani panelists have made 10-minute speeches each. Our Indian panelists are looking stunned what's going on. People are calling into my newsroom saying, and I'm getting calls saying, Pakistani panelists often say things, but today there is something wrong with Shafkat Saeed and there's something wrong with Jana Chaksai. Today they are looking very, very helpless and nervous, and that's why they're talking like this. Now, Tariq Fateh, in your view, why are the Pakistani panelists responding like this? Why are they responding like this? Tariq Fateh and Amar Mustikhan. Tariq Fateh, please. Tariq Fateh from Ontario.
The point is that the UN Human Rights Commission in Geneva
That's right.
does not have Pakistan's presence anymore over there.
Right.
I've been going there for its sessions for the last about 10 years, and every time a Baloch representative would stand on the side, particularly Mehran Murray, who's the Baloch representative at the UNHCR, the Pakistanis would object and try to shut him down.
Okay.
Throughout these years, despite that, Mehran has been able to take the issue and bring it up. This is the first time that Pakistan raised an issue, and in the rebuttal, the Indian ambassador or representative to the UNHCR slammed down the Pakistanis and posted Balochistan issue right in front of the 100 delegates that sit there. from the 19th onwards, there will be daily demonstrations by different Baloch groups against the Pakistanis in front of the United Nations Human Rights Commission, and this bothers them because
Emma, let him speak. 1 second.
Their
1
ISI
second.
agents.
Mr. Achakzai, let him speak.
They fly in their ISI agents
Indian
as
ambassador raised
Pakistan ambassador staff. They try to disrupt the Baloch over there, but this time it's not going to happen. And they understand what is the difference. Up till now, the Baloch were fighting alone.
Yeah.
Now we have the Republic of India.
The Republic
and
of India.
largest democracy behind us. Absolutely. And we will make sure that this nightmare that is Pakistan, which we call Na Pakistan, will disintegrate, and the world will finally come to see what it is that triggers international terrorism.
Your false dream,
In
your
your
insanity.
dreams,
you are insane.
It doesn't matter.
It is a foolish man's
It doesn't
dream,
matter what
madman's
you
dream.
say.
Think of
This is not a mosque, so stop
You have
shouting.
a pat in the back.
You know, this
It
is
is
not,
Tariq
you're not an
Fateh's
imam
in the back.
where you can
A madman's dream. Tariq
shout
Fateh is mad
at the
and
top
has a
of your
madman's
voice.
will
dream.
be rewarded.
The point that emerges.
It
you can
doesn't
make a
matter
good
what
career
you
out of
say,
it.
sir.
But don't be
You are suffering from a debilitating disease
Tariq
called
Fateh.
Pakistan.
Tariq Fateh.
An acronym.
Don't
It's not a
pretend that you
country.
speak for Baloch people.
It's not a
You have not
country,
even
it's a
seen Balochistan
nightmare.
in your dreams.
Come up
when you went to
by
Balochistan
Muhammad Ali
last
Jinnah.
time. When you went to Pakistan last time.
Last time?
you
Why
have
would I
not
go
seen
there?
even.
I was there last year. I was there last year in
You can't
Balochistan.
come to Pakistan.
Your guys can't
I mean,
arrest
how
me.
you know about
I go
Balochistan?
in
This is
not
and
fair.
I
You
come
know about
out.
Pakistan then.
I can
You are
go
living
in and
Kuku
out
land.
whenever I
You
want.
are living in
You
Kuku
can't
land.
even
You don't
identify
know.
it on the map.
What you are saying is rubbish. That does not make any sense.
Oh, live in
I mean,
Punjab.
you are simply
Do your
used-
stuff.
you're-
Try to
no,
speak
that is-
Urdu properly.
So,
You're
I'm
nobody.
really sorry. When you went to
people are the
Pakistan last
waste
time,
of
you had
waste
no-
collected after
no connection
partition,
with Pakistan.
dumped
You
into
don't know what
Punjab
is going
and
on.
are trying to be
You are
colonial
just
empire.
begin
You are nothing.
Indian narrative. You are part
You are in the
you are
trash
part
bin
of
of
the
history.
Indian
Mr.
narrative.
Liaquat
Nobody
Shahwani,
needs
to be
see-
cleared.
I'd
You are
like to
taking
invite
crap.
Mr.
You are
I'd like
taking
to
crap.
invite
Nobody is
I'd like
taking
to
you
invite
seriously.
Mr. Liaquat
I'd like
Shahwani
to
and
sing
Seshadri
at the
Chari on the
but
debate.
What you are saying is
Liaquat
simply
Shahwani and
you are
Seshadri
advancing
Chari.
propaganda.
All right.
Just for
Mr.
proxies,
Sir,
you call it
understand.
Baloch representatives.
I understand what
Nobody is
happened to you
taking
today.
these things seriously.
Mr. Achakzai, please.
You don't even measure.
Yes,
Mr.
if you
Achakzai.
want to have a
You
joke,
don't even measure
I can crack a
as
good joke
a
than you.
tiny
But,
morsel,
we cannot
a tiny
have
bit
Mr.
of
Achakzai.
sand at the
If-
feet of
if
Ramdas
we're talking
Gupti
about a
or Mehran
propaganda
Mari
by
or
a person
Herbiar
who
or
thinks he represents
Dr.
for
Ella Nazar.
Baloch
You
people.
are nothing. In Arabic,
there
we
are
call
so
you
many.
Zift.
They are proxies.
Nothing.
They are proxies.
You are
No, they are
nothing.
Indian
You're just an
proxies.
empty
We
box.
have no respect
You
for
are
Indian
concubines
proxies. There is
in
a treason,
Pakistan
Article 6.
who are paid
no,
by
in our
Saudi
constitution,
Arabia, but you
if
sleep
you
with
align
China
with Raw,
and you cheat
you are
on
a
America.
treason you are a traitor. That is
I
very
get
simple.
lots of money
they don't
from Raw.
represent the Baloch
Millions
people.
of-
The Baloch
millions
people
of
are
dollars are
represented
delivered to
by
me in
the
a
people
truck.
of Balochistan.
Are you
by
jealous?
the assembly of
You want
Balochistan.
some of it?
By the government of Balochistan.
I get
Are you
millions
saying
of
that
dollars
the Raw
from Raw,
represent
and I'm damn
Balochistan?
proud of
the
it.
Raw proxy
I will
represent
serve
the people of
India
Balochistan.
till my
The
dying
Raw
breath.
represent the people of,
You don't
come
can't
on.
identify
You are joking,
Balochistan.
man. Now you are making yourself ridiculous.
Okay,
You don't
I'd
know
like-
about
I'd like to
Balochistan.
only have
You only
Liaquat
know-
Shahwani and Seshadri Chari on the screen, please.
speaking
1 second.
You are speaking
1 second.
for-
Liaquat Shahwani and Seshadri Chari on the screen,
your
please.
minute.
Can I 1 second, please? Mr. Shahwani, please understand that we bring this debate down to very fundamental basics. Seshadri Chari, I'm just coming to you. You see, fact is nobody is listening to Pakistan. You're going on like a broken record on Kashmir. You can go on for the next 1 century. You're going to get nothing. Now, having ignored you on Kashmir and having listened to India on terror, the world is now looking at Balochistan. They've ignored you on Kashmir. They are listening to India on terror. And they are now talking seriously about the human rights violations in Balochistan. With India pushing it, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. You will be compelled to look into the status and conditions of the Baluchi people. It is pointless for you, Liaquat Shahwani, to live in denial. You can't. And by the way, when a country of 1.25 billion people, a global power, raises the issue, I agree with Tariq Fateh. The whole dynamics changes now. It is now India backing Balochistan. It's not just the people of Balochistan alone. They're not alone. So Liaquat Shehwani, how are you going to deal with the situation? You must reconcile yourself.
India
don't be in denial.
itself one of the largest democracies of the world.
The largest democracy, not one of the.
India
The
is
largest
linking
democracy.
With the issues of Baloch people. This is the right of Baloch people. It is why India is pushing the Balochistan issue internationally, particular after CPEC. The
Because
issue is not,
because of what you've
the
done.
issue is not
Because of what you're
basically
doing.
of the concern for,
No, one sec.
for
Because-
India, Balochistan, but it is CPEC.
No, but
Because
Liaquat ji-
China is the rising power.
Oh my God.
China is second largest power, and today if India is pushing
Yes.
the Balochistan issue in UN, so why not pushing the 1948 plebiscite issue of the UN
Because that's a settled
regarding
issue.
Kashmir?
That's a settled issue. Because that's a settled
What India
issue.
is doing, it is
No, because
sensitizing
Kashmir.
the Balochistan issue.
No, one sec.
It is making vulnerable Baloch people.
Sir, Kashmir is a
It
settled issue.
Developing misconception.
What misconception?
If India is very much, if India is sympathizer to Balochistan, to Baloch people, why they are not talking about Afghan refugees living in Balochistan?
Okay.
Why they are not talking about Ryan NDS in Balochistan? Why they are not talking about Mahmood Khan Achakzai's party? Kabul government supported Mahmood Khan Achakzai with money, and they, you know,
Sir,
they
listen.
are the looters. They looted the Baloch,
Abhi to
the
kuch-
Baloch electoral mandate
It's
in
too late.
2013 elections from Quetta to Chaghi, Quetta 2 provincial seats. So if you know, India is very much favoring Baloch people.
Yes.
So same time the enemy of Baloch, Mahmood Khan Achakzai, Afghan government is 4 million Afghan refugees are living in Balochistan, and India is supporting them. Why they are not talking about those Afghan refugees? They are
I'd
burden
like
over Baloch
Seshadri
people.
Chari.
So-
I'd like Seshadri Chari to take that. Mr. Shehwani, Liaquat ji.
Balochistan is going to develop.
Mr.
Balochistan
Liaquat.
is going to thrive.
Mr. Liaquat.
Balochistan has got
Mr. Shehwani.
very good future in this region.
Mr. Shehwani,
sir.
I want,
Yes, I'm listening. Yes.
I want a substantial response to your points here, and you will get one from Seshadri Chari, and he is the convener of the Foreign Affairs Cell of the BJP, so he speaks from some position of authority. But before that, just a piece of advice. Frankly, mind your own business. Kashmir is not your concern. I don't want to keep repeating this position on Kashmir, but you have a problem on Balochistan.
Well, it is on,
and we've got to understand what problem you have.
Every nation state has got membership on United Nations. They can raise the issue of Kashmir.
So I have some. I don't know. Do you have a? One second.
Agenda? Why they are not?
Yeah.
Why
So do you have
they are
a?
not convening the
I don't know.
Kashmir?
I don't know
So
whether
this is
you're.
an international issue. Well, what I'm talking, don't sensitize the Baloch issue. It is the issue of Balochistan, it is the issue of Pakistan.
No, it's not.
Today, Mehran Mari is talking in
Okay,
UN.
Seshadri Chari.
Father
Seshadri
of
Chari.
Mehran Mari, Nawab Khairul
Seshadri Chari. Seshadri Chari. Seshadri Chari, do respond.
To Afghanistan and came back to same Pakistan, and now he has been buried in Balochistan in Pakistan. The only person, the only leader.
Some points are very
The only
important
leader,
here.
he died, and he said
Liaquat
in
Shehwani.
Afghanistan, in Jalalabad, he was Bacha Khan, and he was from
Sir, I would like to tell you, Mr. Shehwani, one second. Liaquat Shehwani. I would want to give you one piece of advice and then first listen to the other panelists. And today, Ahmad Mustikhan has not spoken, General Bakshi has not spoken. I'm giving so much time to the Pakistani panelists because I am observing tonight a certain degree of...
I have not spoken.
A certain degree of strange panic has struck the Pakistanis. I empathize. Why? Because they've realized Balochistan has become a global issue. But deal with it. Now Seshadri Chari is responding to you. And stop defaming the Baloch. Seshadri Chari's turn. Go ahead, Mr. Chari. Mr. Chari, please. Mr. Chari's turn.
Since
India
Chari.
says they are a federalist
Seshadri
country.
Chari.
If India is a
Seshadri
democratic
Chari.
country,
Go ahead, Mr.
why
Chari.
India is not working on federalism and democratic tracks? Why they are not supporting federalism? Pakistan has become more federal than India. After 18th Amendment, the major subjects of Federation of Pakistan has been devolved to provinces. Balochistan is more powerful.
No.
Balochistan has got more resources today after 18th Amendment.
Liaquat Shehwani, Mr. Shehwani, Seshadri Chari's turn, please, can I have Mr. Seshadri Chari and on the right, Seshadri Chari.
I think you
Seshadri
will have to
Chari.
mute.
Today, India has
Seshadri Chari.
the voice of these
subjects of
guests.
concurrent list on
Arnav, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this. It is very. I mean, Arnav, I think you will have to mute the voice of these Pakistani guests. I don't want to say this. It doesn't behave very well on our part. But I think what they are doing to their own Pakistani TV channels and the media, you will have to do for a time. Otherwise, these people will get
Continue,
nowhere.
Mr. Chari.
You raise a very pertinent point. You want
I'm
to know
grateful
why
for
they
your
are,
sympathy
why
for
they are
Pakistan.
panicking. Why they are
I'm grateful
panicking.
for your sympathy
The
for
most
Balochistan.
important reason,
Think about
the
your
most
own
important
problems.
reason
Mr.
why they are
Achakzai.
panicking, Arnav,
Mr. Achakzai.
Multifaceted problems.
the most important reason.
Come on, it's joke. I mean,
Yeah.
Arnav, I am not in the habit of speaking when somebody else is intervening.
Your debate is not even. You don't allow people
Will you,
to speak.
will you,
Who can
will you
speak
please,
on the subject?
will you please ask these people to
These
either
people
keep
don't know
quiet or
anything
mute their
about the
voices?
subject. These people don't know anything about this subject.
Because I'll tell you, Arnav, why these people. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why they are
You
panicking.
want to hear what's
the
going to
most
happen?
important reason why they are panicking is this time. This
We are
time,
not panicking. You
this
won't
time the
listen.
Pakistanis
Your
tried
ears
very
are
hard
closed.
to get membership of the Human Rights Council.
Can I say something?
But they were strongly rebuffed.
I would like to tell you,
They were strongly
as a
rebuffed.
person,
They were not
as a
allowed to
person,
get into the
as
Human
a
Rights
witness
Council of
to
the
history,
UNGC at all this time.
I'm very happy.
That was one of the reasons.
I'm extremely happy.
And I'll tell you why. What? Arnav, can you ask this gentleman to keep quiet? Can you ask this gentleman to keep quiet and behave as a normal human being? Why does he behave like this? I don't understand. They may be panicking, but they should not be exhibiting their panic on a television show. They should know that millions of people are watching them all over the world. Times Now
Will
is
you
not
shut
an
up for a
ordinary
minute
channel.
and Listen. You have
They should
allowed
remember
that
this.
to blow your-
I'll tell you why they are panicking.
Please.
They are panicking because
Baba,
they have been rebuffed.
I'm not panicking.
Not only that,
You won't listen.
the whole world is today talking about the human rights violations in Balochistan and
The
Sindh.
ears are like that.
The third reason I'll tell you, they are talking about China-Pakistan economic corridor.
I'm
But the
very
latest
happy
news
that
coming from China and Beijing is
UN
that China has scaled down.
the UN.
Arnav, can you please
let them
mute this
decide.
voice?
And I'm for human rights.
I'm sorry, I cannot speak.
In Balochistan, in Punjab, in Sindh, everywhere. Because that is a human obligation. And not, you Indians, you should look at your own house first. Now let us go and debate it. Debate it at the UN. By all means, debate it at the
It is in the UN.
Both countries.
The issue is in the UN. Ammar Mustakan.
Yes.
The issue is already in the UN, and that's what's causing you this kind of incorrigible panic. Ammar
Yes.
Mustakan. Ammar Mustakan, please. Ammar Mustakan is on the debate. Line, please.
First of all,
What came out of the
namaskar to Mother India.
Out of the
Namaskar to Mother India. I am extremely indebted to the government of India
क्या बात
for raising a very genuine issue in Southwest Asia. Balochistan is the land of the Baloch. This is the definition of Balochistan.
Pakistan wants to change the very definition of Balochistan.
occupied by India.
We have a 700-mile coastline. We are not going to give Pakistan a single inch of our coastline. This coastline belongs to the Baloch people. It is an asset of the future generations of the Baloch people. Pakistan must understand. Pakistan must understand that Balochistan does not belong to Greater Punjab. Pakistan must know that the dream that Kashmir banega Pakistan will turn into a nightmare for them. Pakistan must understand the brave people of Afghanistan will never let Afghanistan become a fifth province of Pakistan. These kinds of grandiose designs that the Pakistani army generals have been seeing for 7 decades must now be shattered. And I think the raising of the Baloch issue in the UN is the first stone in 69 years that India has cast on this terrorist entity called Pakistan. Do you know that even the founder of Pakistan, Mr. Jinnah, did not like this word Pakistan? This Pakistan word is a concocted word. How do these guys come and try to defend Pakistan?
You people are
We are
sensitizing Balochistan
part
issue.
of the great Indian family.
The future of Balochistan is with democracy. The future of Balochistan is with federalism.
Why do these guys try to come to tell us that the military is going to come into our home? They are going to abduct our women, our brave, our bold Bukti woman, our Mari woman, our women in Balochistan villages. They are coming and dishonoring us. They are trying to say that India has got no right to say anything in what world they are living. India is our brother. Sri Narendra Modi is my eldest brother. I respect him like my own father. Pakistan must understand its days are numbered. They cannot continue the dark night of blood, the dark night of tears for the Baloch people. The world is awakened. Mother India is smiling at us. I bow my head. I bow my head in respect for Mother India. I bow my head in respect for 1.25 billion people of India who are our brothers and sisters.
Well, they are the people of Balochistan. They are the people of Pakistan.
This is good payoff.
They are not a people of Pakistan.
Great, you appreciate.
There is
you
no
are
such thing as
This guy, Mr.
Your
Achakzai,
birth
he is a nota. He was with the Jamiat Ulama Islam. He left the Jamiat Ulama Islam and now he is an advisor.
I am proud of what
he is
I
an
am.
advisor
I am
of
on
the
my
chief
land.
minister.
I am on my
An
own
advisor
country.
of the
I
chief
am here in
minister
my own
who had
Balochistan.
killed his
I am
own
here in my
eldest
own
brother.
Quetta.
Mr.
I am also in
Achakzai,
my own
you are the
province.
advisor.
Mr. Achakzai, Mr. Achakzai, 1 second, Mr. Achakzai, Mr. Achakzai, Mr. Achakzai, 1 minute, just a minute. Only Mr. Achakzai on the screen, please. Can I speak to him? Mr. Achakzai, 1 second. MR, give me a minute. MR, give me a minute. MR, give me a minute. Gentlemen, give me a minute. Mr. Achakzai, it's just you and me. 1 minute, just wait. MR, wait a minute. MR, wait. Mr. Achakzai, I have something to ask you. Can I please listen to you? Can you please hear me, please, Mr. Achakzai? And Seshadri Chari, I'm just coming back to you in a minute on your point. I'm just, we got the Baloch panelists in, but just a while. Mr. Achakzai, are you a Baloch?
Yes, I'm a proud Baloch. I'm a Pakistani.
He's not even
I'm a
Achakzai.
Pashtun. I'm a
He's
proud
not even
Punjabi.
Achakzai.
I'm a proud Kashmiri.
Tariq
Do you have a
Fateh?
problem
Achakzai.
with that? Do you have a problem?
No, I'm just
Thank
asking.
you.
I'm
That is
very
not your
fine.
problem.
Ridiculous.
I have 11 identities. I'm not here to ask
Are you a Baloch?
I assume.
Are you a
I am a
Baloch?
proud Pakistani. I am a Baloch. I am from Balochistan.
He
I
is
am
Mohammed bin
Balochistan.
Qasim's nephew.
I am a Pashtun.
He is
I am a
Mohammed bin
Kashmiri.
Qasim's nephew.
I am a Pakistani. You know that. So,
He is
are you a
Mohammed bin
Baloch?
Qasim's nephew.
Are you a Pashtun? Are you a
Mohammed bin
Punjabi?
Qasim's nephew.
But you are a raw agent.
You are not
have
even
no
a Chakzai.
identity.
Why
have no
didn't you
identity.
object?
So
Why
thank
didn't you not
The raw-
object when the other guy was
teaching us
attacking
history
Mr. Mahmood Khan
Come
Achakzai?
on. India
When he
teaching
was
us
attacking
lessons.
Mr. Mahmood Khan
India teaching us
Achakzai,
lessons.
why was
Do
your
you
lip
want to
sealed?
teach- do
Why
you
was
want
your
us to
lip
take
sealed?
lessons from you?
Why
No,
was your lip
we will
sealed?
not
You are a
take lessons
Lota.
from you.
Mr. Lota.
No, we will not take lessons
You are a
from
Mr. Lota.
Okay, you cash in.
you are Lota.
You cash in Balochistan. You are a sold out. I'm
Lota,
proud of being
Lota.
You are a sold out to
Lota.
law. You're a traitor.
Jamiat Ulama Islam.
Article 6.
Jamiat Ulama
You're a
Islam
traitor.
people say you are a
You're
Lota
traitor.
and I believe them.
Traitor. That is traitor. What we call it according to our constitution. You are a raw tout. This is why you're a traitor. You're an Indian tout. This is why you're a traitor. Our constitution, Article 6.
India
says
is
that
our
you have
mother.
to- should be
India
hanged
is our
with
mother.
death. Yes, it's
India
your
is our mother.
Yes, but it is our enemy. It
Tariq,
will dismember my
Absolutely.
country. my
India is
province,
our mother.
And that is what we finish it.
Tariq Fateh.
You start
India
He
is our
will
mother.
teach you a lesson. Achakzai, you will be
You
before
traitor.
a war crimes
You traitor.
tribunal.
You
Your generals
traitor.
and you
You are a
will
raw
face
Walk on.
crimes
You're an
against
Indian tout.
humanity.
You have no
You have
moral
killed
understanding
people.
to speak for Balochistan. You have no moral
Absolutely we
understanding
have.
to speak for
You are
Pakistan.
just
Mr.
You have
Achakzai.
no
sitting
moral-
Mr.
there.
Achakzai, one minute. Seshadri Chari. Seshadri Chari.
Who is he?
1 second. 1 second. Just a minute. Seshadri Chari, GD Bakshi into the debate. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, gentlemen. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here's a question. Wait a minute, gentlemen. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All hell has broken loose here. I just asked one question and can I have a moment of calm? There is some problem we are having with our Pakistani guest today. GD Bakshi, 1 second. GD Bakshi, 1 minute. Viewers, I just want to say something as this debate is going on. I have debated with the Pakistanis on umpteen occasions over the last 10 years. I ask them questions and they respond. Sometimes they get angry, sometimes they get personal, but they're usually stuck on the entire issue of Kashmir and they go on like a broken record on that. I can accept it. But Liaquat Shehwani, I want to say something to you. Shehwani ji, Mr. Shehwani, what is going on today? Viewers, what do you think is going on with our Pakistani panelists?
Issues of Sri Lanka.
Seshadri Chari, calm down. Seshadri Chari, Liaquat ji, calm down. Can I have?
I want to-
Seshadri Chari. All I asked is,
Arnav, I want to make.
What's
I want
going
to
on
make
today?
Three very important points.
please go ahead, Seshadri Chari. Yeah.
Arnav, I want to make three very important points.
Please.
And I can make these points. I would request my Pakistani guests to peacefully give me 1 minute.
Go on.
And the points that I am raising, they may not like. They will hate it. But the problem is, if they can have some patience, please ask them to listen to me and try to answer. The first issue that I am talking about is, why they are very uneasy and panicking is the fact that one of the guests mentioned that India is worried about China-Pakistan economic corridor. But the fact is, reports coming from China very clearly indicate that China is scaling down their investment in Pakistan because they don't want to trust Pakistan anymore in spite of 14,000 soldiers protecting as many as 5,000 Chinese workers. The problem is, it is utter humiliation. Another thing is, there is a huge problem of Afghan refugees, and I am telling you, the ISI appointed Home Minister of Balochistan, Sarfaraz Bhakti, what he says is, he is telling the Afghan refugees, either the Afghan refugees can return voluntarily with respect and dignity, or we will humiliate and throw them out of the country. This is what they are talking about, the Afghan refugees. We will humiliate and throw them. And you know who is saying this? The Home Minister of the Pakistan administered Balochistan area. This is the language they are using. And the United Nations United Nations Human Rights Council has categorically said that Pakistan does not treat its non-Muslims, especially Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, and even Ahmadiyyas and Shias.
You treat your minorities very well.
Non-Muslims cannot even elect a Muslim candidate. They cannot vote for a Muslim candidate in their own elections.
Christians, Dalits, Sikhs,
All
and
these
Muslims
facts
in
have
India.
been brought. All these facts have been brought on the United Nations Humanitarian
What
Council
face are you talking
panel,
this?
and the whole world has relegated
Christians and Dalits are
Pakistan
more safe in Pakistan.
as a failed state.
Sikhs,
They were
Dalits
number
and,
10. They were number 10.
Christians are more
Today
safe
they
in
are number
Pakistan.
5. Only Congo and Somalia are again above them. Very unfortunately, they have totally remained as a failed state. These
No
are the
untouchable, sir.
systems.
You
But
have
they are
the
panicking.
concept of untouchable
And they will
even
not
in the
answer these
Constitution of
questions.
India. There are schedules.
Okay,
there are
I
special
want to
schedules
ask,
for the
I want to ask
vulnerable
Mr. Achakzai a
minorities
question.
and communities
One
of
second,
India.
one second. GD
There are
Bakshi,
vulnerable
GD
people.
Bakshi, GD Bakshi, GD Bakshi,
Question.
GD Bakshi, GD Bakshi,
Crores
GD
of Pakistanis are
My
equal.
question is to GD.
We are equal.
Can I just come in here? GD
I would
Bakshi,
like to
many
tell you
strange
something
things, GD Bakshi,
very,
are happening in the course of this
important.
program. But what is the strangest thing which has happened in the course of this program is this, GD Bakshi, and I want your observations on this. I've never seen somebody get so wild when I asked them, are you a Baluch? All I asked was, are you a Baluch to Mr. Achakzai? He just lost his school. He should say, I'm a Baluch. But he just lost his school. I don't know why that happened. GD Bakshi, why did he get angry when I asked him, are you a Baluch? Did it prick his conscience somewhere?
You are a Baloch.
Did it prick his conscience
you are a
somewhere?
Baloch?
GD Bakshi,
Are you a Baloch?
GD Bakshi.
Are you a Baloch if I'm not a Baloch?
Can I
Come on, you are making
No, you seemed a bit nervous when I asked you, are you a Baluch?
The mixed ancestry that he has given us
Yes.
would confuse the genetics of this area. Mr. Achakzai, let me tell you one thing. For 70 years, close to 70 years, your country has gotten away with genocide. The genocide of a tribal people, the genocide of the Marris, the Buktis, the Mengals, for God's sake, it should hang on your conscience. The fact is, you will not be able to hide it anymore under the carpet. For the simple fact that India is a democracy, the largest democracy in the world, is duty bound to give voice to the suffering of a poor tribal people who have put up with your atrocities for close to 70 years. They were declared an independent state. The Khan of Kalas was declared an independent state, and no less a person than Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Barrister Jinnah, made the case for Baluch independence. Do you recall that history? Please read your own history, Mr. Achakzai. And then you marched in your army, and ever since then your army has been let loose. Take a look at the screen, Mr. Achakzai. Take a look at the way you are brutalizing the Baluch. Brutalizing the Baluch.
Mr. Achakzai, I asked you a question.
And it is genocide. You are guilty of genocide. You call yourself a Baluch.
Pakistanis,
You are a
which
traitor.
book they have read in the last 10 years.
We are where we are today.
Okay,
Honest, Arnab asked them, have they ever read a book?
Tariq
We have smashed
Tariq Fateh.
your
Have you ever read a book
your proxies in Balochistan.
in your entire life? Have you ever read a
We
book?
want to know about your country, man.
Have you read a book? Which is the last book did you read?
Do you know Gulbashan Yadev? Do you know
They've never
Gulbashan
read.
Yadev?
It's an illiterate country.
Oh, you are not my teacher.
Even the
You are not
PhDs
my
don't
teacher.
read
Don't
books.
teach me. Don't teach me. Don't teach me your
what book
propaganda.
did you read?
I'm
Just
not here
tell me.
to take lessons.
Which
I
book
am
did
not
you
here
read
to
in the
take
last
lessons.
10 years?
Don't teach
One
me.
book.
Mr.
Don't
Achakzai.
act like
Not
as if
Ali
you are my
Baba and the
teacher.
40
I'm
thieves.
not buying your propaganda.
Not Ali Baba
no,
stories,
thank you.
but
I
did
have
you
no
ever
time
read
for
a
your
book?
Mr.
propaganda.
Achakzai, I want
Don't
to-
tell
Have
me
you ever
what
read a
you're
book?
referring to.
I want to describe.
B-O-O-K.
Don't
book
tell me. I am
means
not here
book.
to.
Have you ever read a
well,
book?
I'm not here. I don't care of your judgment.
Or you just go
I
to
am
the
not care of
madrasa
your judgment.
for the
I cannot,
kids that you
I don't want to give you
destroy
your
over
the
there.
way you want to. I cannot please. No.
Oh, you have never read a book, Bhai Sahab? Have you ever read a book in your whole life?
Take lesson from you.
No.
I don't want to take lesson from you.
Okay,
Don't be my teacher.
Their hearts, their minds, their hearts and their minds are
Mr. Achakzai, Mr. Achakzai, may I want to intervene in this debate, and I want to say something. I want to say something to Mr. Achakzai. Mr. Achakzai, give yourself a break. Calm down for a while. I want to say something to Mr. Achakzai. Mr. Achakzai, what's going on here today is something which is very, very strange. And Mr. Achakzai, please, just thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Can I just say something? I want no interruption for 30 seconds, please, if you may. I've listened to you. I don't know what you feel, but Mr. Achakzai, I want to tell you, this program as of this minute is being viewed in 81 countries across the world and across all states of the great Republic of India. I want to tell you that the whole of India, the whole of the great nation of India feels one with every Baluchi. You may be ashamed of being a Baluchi, which is why you lost your cool when I asked you, are you a Baluch? But I want to tell you that the Baluch and Indians are one people. Har Hindustani or har Baluchi ek hai. Hindustan is with Baluchistan. You can't do anything about it. Mr. Achakzai, we are with Baluchistan. You deal with it. Now let's see. Now let's see how much you can hide. Ayman Mustikhan, I don't know why he felt embarrassed when I asked him, are you a Baluch? I just asked him, are you a Baluch? I just asked you, are you a Baluch, and you lost your cool. It's incredible. If someone says, are you an Indian, I'd say, I'm so proud to be an Indian.
These guys are filled with hatred for Hindus. These guys are filled with enmity with India. These guys don't know who their ancestors were. They try to make relationships I don't know where, and they want us to follow their idiotic mindset and their idiotic ideology of jihad. This jihadi state of Pakistan, as I said earlier, is not going to last. They are doing things that are harmful for themselves. We are not asking them to do such kind of things. They have killed their prime ministers. Now just look at this state now, just now. The most powerful man in Pakistan is General Rahil Sharif. In this day and age where democracy is rising, India is a democracy. India is rising like a star, and Pakistan is going down, down and down, and it is going to now collide and collapse. You see, one part of Pakistan had drowned in the Bay of Bengal. Whatever remains of Pakistan will drown in the Baloch waters, which are part of the Indian Ocean. So we are united, we are one.
Balochistan will be Pakistan's graveyard. Don't worry about that. And by the way, read a book when you can. It's good for your head.
Balochistan would be the proud jewel of Pakistan's crown.
Maybe. Or Jack and Jill went up the hill. Try something different for a change.
Dreaming like a madman.
A book that opens from the left. Yeah. Read something.
Balochistan is jewel in the crown of Pakistan.
Years.
Pakistan has come to stay. Nobody can undo it. Please take care of your backyard. It's not only Kashmir.
Naseem Hijazi ki kitabein padhte hain.
Millions of secessionist movements going on in India.
Okay, which book did you read?
And thank you very much that you
read in the last
drafted your denied.
Shafkat Said, I want to just play some pictures. Shafkat Said,
terrorism, and you are the biggest terrorist in Gaza.
Shafkat Said,
he referred to killing of Prime Minister.
Mr. Said,
our Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto was killed by your stooges.
Mr. Said, let me not tell you who in Pakistan
killed her. She was not your Prime Minister.
Mr. Said, I'm
hated her.
I'd like to speak to Barrister Zahid Said, Barrister Zahid Said and Shafkat Said.
Democratically elected.
Don't interfere in
Barrister Zahid Said and Shafkat Said.
You killed your first Prime Minister.
in Balochistan.
My question is to Shafkat Said.
Even shot dead Liaquat Ali Khan.
Don't
My-
send terrorists on
Arnab,
Baloch
fact of
soil.
the matter is-
Don't send.
Murderer.
Shafkat Saeed and Barrister Zahid Saeed.
Genocide.
They killed their own prime minister. Benazir was killed by the
I'm
people
saying
of
once
Tehreek
again,
Taliban Pakistan.
and I'd like to speak to Shafkat Saeed and Barrister
of the
Zahid
Baluch
Saeed.
people.
Who
They
killed
owe
Indira
an
Gandhi? Who killed
unqualified
Rajiv
apology to the Baluch brethren who are here on this panel
Raising Pakistan
for the rape of their women.
I'd like to speak to Shafkat Saeed and Barrister Zahid Saeed, please.
And
I'm saying it for the third time. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, gentlemen. Okay, gentlemen. Now my question is,
So the
Shafkat Saeed.
Pakistan exists
Shafkat
all
Saeed.
over India.
Shafkat Saeed. Just a while. I don't know. Do you have a television set next to you where you're receiving
Thank
the
you
signals?
very much, Mr.
Shafkat
Modi.
Saeed.
The game you
Shafkat Saeed.
started,
Mr.
it is
Saeed.
going to
Mr. Saeed.
burn your
जनाब 2 मिनट प्लीज शफकात सईद जी आपसे कह रहा हूँ कर्नल सईद कर्नल शफकात जी आपसे कुछ कह रहा हूँ आप मेरी बात सुनिए आप मेरी बात सुनिए आप मेरी बात सुनिए आप मेरी बात सुनिए ओके now my question is Liaquat ji, I'm talking to Shafkat Saeed, please. I'd like to run some pictures on the screen. I don't know if you are receiving these pictures right now, and Shafkat Saeed, whether you are being able to see what I am showing on television. मुझे पता नहीं आपको टीवी में दिख रहा है कि नहीं शफकात सईद जी, आपको अगर दिख रहा है तो I want to tell you here today. This is the level of violations of human rights in Pakistan when men in uniform pull and drag civilians and torture them using a level of physical force which is indescribable. These are very innocent people we are dealing with here. These are people who are being dragged on the streets, incessant physical assault, innocent defenseless civilians are being humiliated on a daily basis, and Jan Achaksai knows that, which is why he gets angry when I ask him, are you a Baluch? A real Baluch will not be sitting there and supporting. A real Baluch will not sell himself out to the ISI. A real Baluch will not say that when people are being treated in this inhumane manner, I will watch there and take benefit from it. And Shafkat Saeed, remember, whatever wrong you do comes back to you. Which is why I want to remind you, Shafkat Saeed, now I want to play some pictures with compliments only for you. You are torturing the people of Baluchistan, men, women and innocent children. And Shafkat Saeed, you must remember what this leads to. Remember 1971. I am now running pictures of 1971 on the screen. Pictures that you should never forget. Pictures of your defeated army after having signed an instrument of surrender. 93,000 Pakistani troops surrendered to India. The largest post-World War II prisoner of war surrender. Two of the world's leading democracies, the US and the UK, were pressurizing India to protect the perpetrators of the world's second largest genocide since the Holocaust. More than 10 million refugees poured into India after the war. Shafkat Saeed, stop shouting and see the reality. See the reality and don't forget these pictures, Shafkat Saeed. Because whenever you go too far, whenever you take your torture and your butchery too far, you face what happened to you in 1971. Shafkat Saeed, you forgot 1971?
Did you troop from Karachi?
Did you forget 1971?
This footage is wrong.
Do you remember 1971?
You are absolutely misguiding.
Shafkat Saeed.
This information is your province.
Shafkat
And you are known for
Saeed, remember 1971.
Please take care of your backyard.
Remember 1971. Remember what you did to the brave people of Bangladesh.
You don't need-
Remember what you did to the people of
Kashmir is standing
Bangladesh.
out of your hand.
Remember what you did to the people of Bangladesh.
Read that reckoning.
Remember.
Please read that reckoning.
Remember what you did to the people of
You have been
Bangladesh.
exposed.
Seshadri Chari on the left, please. Seshadri Chari.
Read that reckoning.
Seshadri Chari.
Read that reckoning.
Seshadri Chari, in a calm way I'm asking you today.
Read that reckoning.
Calm way. Remember one thing.
Read that reckoning.
No. One sec. Remember.
You would come to know the reality.
Shafkat ji.
Bangladesh war was not war.
Shafkat Saeed, क्यों आप?
It was not a war.
क्यों आप
Fight a straight war
सच्चाई
with
से
us,
दौड़
then you
क्यों रहे?
see.
Shafkat Saeed, you remember this.
सच्चाई से कौन दौड़ रहा है?
शफकात
आप दौड़ रहे हैं सच्चाई
शफकात
से।
आपको मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, आप मेरी बात सुनिए। आप मेरी बात सुनिए।
पाकिस्तान आर्मी की स्ट्रेंथ
शफकात सईद जी, शफकात सईद जी, ऐसा कुछ मैं करिए जो आप बाद में रिग्रेट करेंगे।
93,000 included all civilians.
Arnav, I don't understand why.
ये कहीं पे
Arnav, I don't understand why the Pakistani guests are. Arnav, I don't understand why the Pakistani guests are behaving in a very pedestrian manner today. Because for one reason, the whole world has seen through their game. Another thing is, no longer can they use terrorism as a state policy. And third, as you very rightly said, for every Baluchi and Sindh citizen they kill, for every human right violation that they commit in Baluchistan and Sindh, they are moving one day closer to their nemesis. They are moving one day closer to the end of Pakistan. The end of Pakistan, sooner or later, Baluchistan and Sindh will go the same way as Bangladesh went in 1971.
Yeah.
It is a matter of months, it is a matter of years.
Barrister Zahid Saeed.
Pakistan may not even complete 71 years of its existence.
Barrister
That
Zahid
is the
Saeed.
reason why the Pakistani guests
Yes. Do you want me
are
to talk?
very uncomfortable.
Barrister Zahid Saeed.
They are taking this debate.
thank
They
you
are
very
taking
much.
this debate to a very pedestrian
Look,
level
I'm the
because
only-
of that.
I'm the
It's very
only
unfortunate.
foreign office person here.
Yes.
I'm an
But they are going to
ex-diplomat.
face their nemesis sooner
I'll
or
give you
later.
my view. I am extremely happy that India has gone to the Human Rights Commission because we want this matter discussed properly.
Yes.
This, in our view, not in yours, is a diversion from what they are doing in Kashmir. So let it be debated. Let it be debated.
don't want this
I'm
matter
for
to be
human
discussed
rights,
in the UN
and the
Human Rights
Pakistan
Commission
Foreign
at all.
Service is
You
for
don't
human
want it.
rights
You wanted to
wherever
be a
they
member.
are.
Pakistan
In
wanted to
Pakistan,
be a
in
member of
India,
the Human Rights
wherever.
Council. They were rejected.
You know,
were
That makes
thrown
no
out.
difference.
You know,
That makes no
They were
difference.
thrown out.
Barrister,
That-
barrister,
Baba, you did
barrister
not
in
get the
conclusion.
membership.
Barrister
And
in
you went
conclusion.
last time.
Please,
This is the last
let me
time
finish.
somebody is going
You
to
went
give
to the
you a
United
patient
Nations.
hearing,
Yes,
even
we
in the
have.
United
49.
Nations.
Yes, we
And
have.
remember,
Agreement was
even
signed.
countries,
Resolution
even countries
was
Barrister-
like
adopted.
China
What did
and
you
USA,
do?
which were part of
Barrister-
your country,
Barrister Saeed,
no,
Barrister
they are no
Saeed.
longer
Don't
with
keep
you.
your agreement.
Barrister
No,
Saeed.
China is no longer with you.
Barrister
Afghanistan is no longer with you.
You know,
Yes.
Barrister Saeed, can I just say one thing? Seshadri Chari is a very experienced voice on foreign affairs and usually gives very good advice. And you know, the situation in Baluchistan is such that, you know, you are killing your own people for money from the Chinese. You've killed your people, and as Seshadri Chari rightly says, after having killed your people, you know, you are going to the Chinese saying, we've killed our people, now pay us. There is nothing more cheap than an act such as that. Now, Barrister Zahid Saeed, I sincerely want to tell you this. Why did I play?
I'm sorry, it's mud.
No, why Barrister Zahid Saeed, remember, why did I remind you about
I'm
1971? One second. Why did I remind you about 1971? I ran some pictures of 1971 because I believe that you must go into the core reason of why you lost. You did not lose because you have a terrible army. You also lost because you have a terrible army. You were totally outnumbered. You're not in a position to face the superior Indian army. You had only 2 divisions, 2 independent brigades. You had only 1 armored squadron, and we ran you out. Right? You never forget how we thrashed you in 1971. We gave you a beating you should not forget for the next couple of centuries at least. And General Niazi did not just lose. He was pummeled
They will
to
not
the
survive
ground.
That long.
No.
Arnav, they are not going to survive for more than 1 year. You are talking of centuries.
No, they were pummeled. Seshadri Chari, the point I'm making is that India
Let me answer,
and the people of India and India will rise and pummel you to the ground whenever the bigots of Pakistan oppress the peace-loving, civilized people of the South Asian region, including the Balochis.
Hundreds and thousands of people all over the world.
India, civilized
Can they tell
people,
us where is Dawood
the
Ibrahim,
caste-ridden
who has
country,
killed hundreds
the
of people in
caste-ridden
India?
country,
These guys
I-
shelter all
caste-ridden
kind of
country,
thugs,
the
killers,
caste-ridden country, you call it
Anyway,
caste country.
mafia people.
The country without people,
they shelter them,
rich
they pamper them.
people on the
Please,
street.
we are so
You call it
happy
Dalit ki
India
treatment
has
nahi kiya
raised the
aapne?
issue of Balochistan. We are seeing the light of freedom. We are seeing the sun of freedom rising from the east. I salute
Sit in
India
America.
one more time.
Sit in
I salute
America.
every Indian
Sit in
one more
America,
time.
East.
I thank you all for joining me. I thank you all for joining me right now on debate number 2
Muslim.
on the News Hour tonight. Thank you very much, gentlemen.